Do-de-do-de-do. Take off all the jewellery. Apparently I didn't get all my makeup off yesterday. Hello, how you doing? Today we are going for round 3, mixing some different colours together. How's that? Perfect. We're going to see if we can get some purple going. We're going to see what we can do with what we've got. Because this blue ain't it. So I'm mixing in, I've still got some mix from yesterday. And I'm just adding red to it. Because, yeah, so blue and red with a bit of pink. It's got a nice maroon colour. Very pretty colour. Because this is patchy as hell, I don't like it. It's not really the colour I wanted. What colour is this? Ooh. Add in some of that. And let's face it, if it doesn't work, I'll buy a wig. Because this is all for going on a date where the colour is purple. The whole thing, the whole show, it's very purple. So and it's not purple, but it's not blue. So blue is my mother-in-law's colour. Blue is my mother-in-law's colour. Thank you for the likes. Thank you to everyone joining. Hello, I hope you're doing well. I mean, you know what? Fuck it, let's just give this one a go. Let me just get some gloves. Glove. Oh. 2 gloves. I hope everyone is having a lovely Sunday. I hope everyone's chill, laid back. Sundays is for chilling. I'm doing well, thank you, Sammy. I'm doing very well. I hope you're doing good too. I just kind of looked at my hair dye this morning and went, don't like what I've done. And I've got, it's patchy, I don't like it, so I'm going to attempt to do something else to it. And it's just dye, so it's not going to do anything bad to my hair. Congratulations! Oh, I hope it all goes so well for you. I'm so glad. That makes me happy. Right, let's see what colour this is on gloves. Put the plug in. This is going to go red. This is definitely going to go red, but it's not going to be blue, so I don't care. I'm probably going to end up with brown hair again, which is going to need like a total rebleach, but at this stage, I don't care. I really don't care. It's kind of like a red colour. I've just mixed dyes together to get a different colour. I don't like the blue, how patchy the blue is. It's different shades, it's grey in some areas, and I just don't like it. But I like experimenting with my hair, I like experimenting with colour. Oh no, this is kind of purple, okay. It's kind of like a red purple on the gloves. So, what's the worst that can happen? I shave my hair again? mean, oh, it'd be so heartbreaking to have to shave my hair again. Make sure I get that. So excited and nervous too. Oh, understandable. I'm sure it'll go absolutely wonderful for you. I hope the weather's fantastic. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. My pronouns, you can call me anything you like. Honestly, had a bit of a realization. I don't care what pronouns people use for me. I've been called he more than once and it never gives me an issue. I mean, look at that colour on my glove. It's not really showing. It's kind of a pinky, reddy purple. Meant to be raining, so we've got gazebos. Good. Fingers crossed it doesn't rain. I hope it doesn't rain for you. I hope the weather stays nice and dry. I mean, wind you can sort of deal with, but rain, I hope it holds off. Mine are Zezem. Okay, that's cool. Now, if I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, they are neo pronouns. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do have some friends who use neo pronouns. They're yours, not Neo's. I love it. Now, I did manage to miss a spot back here. Just a little bit. It was a bit green. So, I mean, heck, I might even like this colour. I've got plenty of it left, so. How many genders are there? Just a question. Many. There are many genders. Gender is a spectrum. That's what the wonderful thing about gender is, it's a spectrum. Baby hairs. Going to head off and carry on? Absolutely. You have a great day. And muchos good luck to you. Many congratulations. Thank you for the hey Sarah. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the mic. I'm going to pronounce newborn baby male or female. That's about sex, not gender. Sex and gender are two different things. But for medical purposes, generally speaking, there will be a sex on your medical records, and then your preferred gender. But I do know a lot of people who are raising their kids generally gender neutral, like they're not conforming to gender norms. None of this pink for a girl, blue for a boy. Considering it used to be pink for a boy. Okay, I think I'm covered. Or I'm as covered as I'm going to get, put it that way. Because, yeah. Yeah, I'm covered. It's kind of a purpley red colour. It's got pink and blue and red in there, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Can I do this without getting a hole in my glove? Can I do this without getting dye on my hands? Yes! Yes, I can. My kids chose toys they wanted, never told them they would. Absolutely. Toys are toys. Jack's doing good, thank you, Sarah. But yeah, toys are toys. They're just, yeah. Kids can play with whatever they want. I had dinosaurs that used to play with Barbie dolls, so it's like my dinosaurs, but I was basically creating Jurassic Park out of Barbie dolls and dinosaur toys. That's actually a really pretty colour. Ooh. I think I might have found a colour I can stick with. Now, again, I don't have cling film because I still don't know where I've put it. So, I'm going to be a tinfoil hat wearing person again. Ooh. Ah! Look, I know my nails need doing, but I don't need to dye them. Apparently I do. Right. Can my glasses stay on? Kind of. They can sort of kind of stay on. There we go. Not the best. My old neighbour was a copper and he went mad that his son wanted a Barbie doll for Christmas. Right, a doll's a doll. Does it really matter if it's a girl doll or a boy doll? A doll's a doll. Clean that. And cover that. Just in case I need it. I hate wasting dye. If I had a tub that I could put this in and seal it, I absolutely would, but I don't have a spare tub because it's such a pretty colour. So, cling film it is. Yeah, Jack's doing good. He's still pooping on the floor, but that's fine. We know why he's doing that. We know what's going on with that. We know that we have to get some bigger trays, which will happen this coming week. So that's fine. That's an us thing. Right. Let's see. But yeah, that's an us thing. So we know he's still pooping on the floor, and why. I've changed his food. Whoop. Yeah, I've changed his food. So his tummy is not as bad. Which is good. Is this going to fall over? Maybe. Maybe it's going to fall over. Oh, I can actually plug it in now. Because I've not had it near enough to a switch to be able to plug it in. Oh, wow. Okay. That is bright as fuck. What's that one do? Ooh, soft light, mixed light, hard light. Nice. Hey. Kind of like this. It's a bit bright, but I can. Nice. You're dyeing your hair. I am dyeing my hair again. I am dyeing my hair again. There's no roast chicken under here. I decided I didn't like the blue. I didn't like the blue, so screw it. I'm trying something else. It's kind of a reddy purple colour. I just mixed some dyes together to make a different colour. There's blue, there's pink, and there's red. All mixed together. So we'll see. And how are you doing? And again, I'll leave this on for like 45 minutes. So 3:15 and I'll wash it out. And then I'll do a video doing the reveal. I am sorry about the bouncy. I've got the tripod resting on my bed. And of course, anytime I move, it's currently resting on my foot. Otherwise, it's going to fall over. It's not the best quality tripod. But for Shein, what do you expect? So it does the job. And it likes to slip forward or slip sideways. And right now it likes to slip forward. Even though I've got the gimbal tilted backwards. So I apologise for the jiggle. My tripodic jiggle jiggles. Steaming up. I really didn't do a good job of getting all my makeup off last night. God, new hair colour, new makeup. Ooh, I'll go with this one. There we go. What is everyone else up to today? I'm just going to take my meds because I don't want to forget. I forgot to take my meds the other day and it was not a good thing. Nothing good comes of me forgetting to take my meds. I've got cat hair everywhere. Trying to stay sane in a house of loons. Good luck. Good luck to you. Ooh, a Sunday roast. Ooh. Yeah. I would very much like a Sunday roast, but there is no point in doing a Sunday roast for one person. And I haven't done a Sunday roast in years. I wouldn't even know where to start. Probably working out the timings, but still, no. I don't like this light colour. Oh. Have you turned off? Yes. Let's go for that one. I've got it plugged into like a hub on a hub. There we go. So I've got like a pen charger for my Apple Pen, and it's got a USB plug on that. So I plugged it into the USB on that because I've run out of USB plugs spots. So yeah, and it doesn't like to work. Not very well. Hello, Oreo. Hello, kitten. What else is everyone else up? What else did everyone else? I can English. I swear I can English. What's everyone else up to today? Hello, Oreo. Hello. You gonna come sit on my lap? Or am I gonna have to move you? Kitty. About to head to the pub. Oh, Jay, hey, enjoy the pub. Laying on my bed in a food coma watching films. That sounds amazing. That really does sound amazing. Purry boy. Make a curry. Curries are good. Oh, curry. I had a good curry last night. Clean out a dog, sort snakes to feed. No, lots of animal care. Lots of animal care today. Are you comfy there? Do you want me to move your foot? There we go. I have a very happy cat right now. This is Oreo. He has no brain cells. He's an idiot. But we love you anyway. Hello to everyone joining. It's nice to see you. Don't worry, I'll put my hand back. He likes the kissies. He does like the kissies. And he's making little biscuits on my arm. That makes me happy. Making little biscuits. Odin's been rearranging his home since we cleaned him out. Do you know, I put a new... Because Rocket likes to hide behind her wheel. So that's literally where she's made her home. Which makes no sense to me. Which is fine. Okay, look, not a brain cell. And so I thought, oh, I'll buy her a little hide and set it into the house, into the cage, and then hopefully she'll use that instead of her wheel, because she can't use her wheel right now. I came down today and it was toppled over. Do you want to go? Here you go. And it was toppled over and on its side, and she'd been eating it. He's called Oreo and he's very happy. He's a very happy kitty. Pixel's on the hunt for biscuits. Thank you for the follows. It's much appreciated. But yeah, so the hide, I've put it back the right way up. And we'll see what happens. But I don't think she gives a crap. I genuinely don't think she gives a crap. She's like, no, I'm going to hide under my wheel. Which just means that I may need to rearrange her cage. I know I need to rearrange Domino's cage. I want to get some more stuff. 6 hide still uses a corner directly to the right of the... Oh! Well, Domino, he normally sleeps, he's got a coconut. And he normally sleeps in the coconut. But for whatever reason, he's not sleeping in it right now. So I want to take it out and clean it out. Because maybe he's used that as his toilet. And who wants to sleep in their toilet? So I'm going to take that out and clean it. And then I need to rearrange his entire cage. I need to take the entire thing off and rearrange the cage. Make it a bit more... Make it different for him. Because I think that's what the problem is. I think it's been too samey for too long. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. So I'm going to rearrange the cage. And see if that makes any difference. We can but hope. Thank you for the rose. It's much appreciated. And see where that goes. But he was spider hamming last night. He was literally upside down on the top of his cage, just going around his cage and then dropping down and then climbing back up and spider hamming around the top of his cage. He's a strange one. But he is getting old. He's over 1.5 years now. So he's an old man technically. Which is kind of heartbreaking. Kind of heartbreaking. We want him for longer. Domino is such a little character. What pets do I have? We have 5 cats, 3 hamsters, and a turtle. Oh, I'm glad you found me again. Thank you for finding me again. It's much appreciated. But yeah, we have 2 Syrian hamsters and a Robo. We have a Robo hamster. We have 3 3-year-old kitties. And they are siblings from the same litter. They are litter mates. And then we have Jack and Pixel, and they are siblings from 2 separate litters. And they are just over 1 year old each, so they're still kittens. And then we have Colleen the turtle, who we are going to rearrange her bigger tank. And we're going to try and put her in her bigger tank again. And hopefully she doesn't just turn into a rock again. Because she obviously needs the space. That's not any... We've got the tank. So She obviously needs the space, and if we can get it up and running and get her comfy and get her happy in there, then wonderful. So fingers crossed. I've got Oreo hairs on my nose. They are molting right now. Well, the trio are molting. If you hear me say the trio, I mean Oreo, Pepsi, and Adeline. And if I say the boys, I specifically mean Jack and Pixel. That's how we differentiate, because they do have a very different personalities between the two between the 2 and the 3. And generally speaking, if anything's happening, it's either the boys or the trio. Never a mix of them. Although at the moment, Pixel is vying for top spot. Pixel is as big as Oreo. And Pixel's just over, he's a year and 3 months, I think. Year and 2 months, year and 3 months. And he is as big as Oreo, who is 3. And Maine Coons, they don't stop growing until they're like 5, sorry. They don't stop growing until they're 5. And neither do Norwegian Forest cats. So we have 2 cats that are not going to stop growing until they're like 5. And Pixel is already vying to be top kitty. 1 parrot, 1 cockatiel, 2 cats, 2 snakes and a dog. Love it. The dream. We want to get kitty number 6. The plan is in the future, like way in the future, we want to get kitty number 6. Hey Jojo, good to see you. We want to get the house tidied, which we're working through. I've been doing bits and pieces, but we're working through, and we want to get the house tidied so it's safe for a kitten, because it's not kitten safe right now, as in like small kitten. It's not small kitten safe. So we want to get that sorted, and then in the future, when we've got it all sorted, we want to get kitty number 6. And we already know it's going to be a boy and it's going to be a kitten, because we have... How do you manage your vet bills? We have insurance. We have good insurance, which is like... I think for all 5 cats, our insurance is just under $45 a month. Vicky manages all the finances, so I think it's about $45 a month. I'm on my phone, so I can't check. 5 kittens. Well, 3 are adults, 2 are kittens. And we have a lot of whippy toys. They love to play fetch. They love fetch. You can throw something and they will bring it back to you to throw again. They love anything with catnip. And they love Q-tips. We've got Q-tips and I have to keep them bound, because if I don't, they will get into them and steal every single one of them and spend their time playing with those. So luckily they're cardboard, they're not plastic. So it's not too dangerous. However, we do pick them up wherever we find them. Little sods. But we have a lot of toys that we can just sit and play with them. Keeps them nice and entertained, but we don't have to move too much. They love climbing, so we're eventually going to make a kitty highway, because that would be amazing for them, I think. Flea and worming. Right, well, we did have a situation. When I came back from Norway, I was told that 2 of them had fleas, and the timing means that I bought something back with me when I've been out and about, fussing, because I will fuss any dog I see. So we think I bought something back, because there wasn't many. It was just a couple. But it was enough that we wanted to get them treated specifically, because we treat them every month with Frontline, but it hasn't been working, and we found out why. So because that didn't do anything for the fleas. So we now get some stuff from the vet that's like every 3 months. You put it on and it works for 3 months, and you do it again 3 months, and that stuff's amazing. They are a nightmare. It was like, what the fuck? Because apparently, so like I said, I was in Norway at the time, and I just kind of came back and I got this. So 2 of the cats are little flea bags. And surprise, surprise, it's the boys, which sort of makes sense because they're long haired. So it's, yeah. But the other 3 seem to be fine, which is good. We've checked them out. They've been treated as well. All the cats have been treated. But we treat them every 3 months with this stuff from the vet because that seems to be the only stuff that's worked. It is expensive, but it's not expensive. I mean, we used to get Frontline in a 6-pack. Right. The Frontline stopped working because the fleas are now immune to the ingredients within it. This is what the vet was telling us. Frontline won't work. That Bob stuff also won't work. In fact, don't use that anyway. It will burn your cat. The stuff from the vets is the best one to get because it actually does the trick. Am I a royalist? Not in the slightest. And it is expensive, but it does the job. And it's for every 3 months instead of monthly. I mean, we used to pay $26.99 for 6 off of Amazon every month, and that was the cheapest we could find. And that was Frontline. It was a pack of 6, and we did it every month without fail. And then apparently it stopped working, and the vets have said, yes, she is a colonizer. At the very least, if she didn't do it herself, she continued it. She didn't exactly turn around and say, hey, this is bad. We should return these colonies to the people. We should do this, that, and the other. No, she continued it. And she also had written into her contract or something as queen, because contractual abilities and stuff like that. No worries. Absolutely welcome. Fleas are such a taboo subject. It's like, oh, fleas. It happens. Fleas happen. All you can do is the best, which is to treat, as long as your cats are treated and as long as you're doing the job to try and get rid of them, it's all good. It happens. In the Queen's contract, she wrote in that this was when she first came into being as Queen. Let me get this right. She wrote in, or had written in, that she didn't have to hire any coloured staff. And that is still in action today, which I find disgraceful. Exactly, fleas happen. It's part of owning pets. It happens. I mean, considering they're not outdoor cats, which is also the vet turned around and said, do they go outside? And we're like, no, they're indoor cats. And they're like, okay, which means this is something that you have brought in with you at some point. So I have been bad when I've been fussing dogs. The thing is, I expect anyone who owns an animal to de-flea their animal. The dogs, obviously with Shelby and Scooby. Scooby was my first dog. We wormed them and we de-flea'd them every month. Without fail. It was on the calendar that was the day that we had to do it. And we always had it in before it was needed. And I sort of expect it of pet owners to do the same. To de-flea your animals. You if you can't remember yourself, you put it in a calendar. Write a note. Do something to make you remember to de-flea your animal. Or at least treat your animal for fleas. Just in case. But apparently not everyone does that. Apparently that is asking too much of people. So at some point I've come into contact with a cat or a dog that, although if it was a cat, I can't be angry because you have far too much faith in other beings. Yeah, I do. I guess it's just because I've always been as responsible as I can be. Whether I take care of myself is one thing. I can let myself go. But I will always look after my animals. Like, if I didn't have the cats, I wouldn't be getting out of bed. I would literally be staying in bed all day. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't do anything. Mine is always treated, but they only have to roll in something and get... Yep. Exactly. So... And like I said, I've been in contact with dogs and cats that I will fuss any dog. I have a dog spotting page on Instagram because I will fuss any dog. Tell me about your dog. I may not remember your name, but I will remember your dog's name. I will remember its birthday. I will remember what breed it is. Because I love dogs. These are the first cats that I've ever had. So I've always been a dog person. And that's kind of stuck with me. So it's most likely that I bought them in. Which I feel really bad about. I was like, oh no. So we've made a joke that I need to be treated for fleas on the monthly as well now. My dog is a spoon. A beagle with a big mouth barks at his own shadow. I love beagles. Oh, beagles have such character. Beagles are just, there are certain breeds of dog that I just have a soft spot for. Beagles are one of them. Corgis and Jack Russells are two others, because, well, Shelby is a Corgi Jack Russell cross. So I have a soft spot for both of those. I love Yorkshire Terriers because my gran had a Yorkshire Terrier. That was my first experience of having a dog around, was my gran's Yorkshire Terrier. She was called Suki. And she was the sweetest little pup. She never lost her puppy colours. Right up to the day she died, she still looked like a puppy. Bigger, but still looked like a puppy. And she was amazing. And that was my first experience of having an animal around, was Suki. So Yorkshire Terriers, they can be snappy. Yorkshire Terriers can be snappy as hell. I mean, damn. Also, Chihuahuas. You call it character, I call it stubborn. We'll do anything for food, but without food, nothing. Isn't that just a dog, though? Isn't that just a dog? Dogs will, you show them food, they will remember the trick, they will remember their training, they will do the thing. As soon as it's for fusses or praise, they're just like, nah, bring me back the treats, bitch. Never had such a badly trained dog. That's fantastic. Scooby had no training. Well, no. Within a week of getting Scooby was a rescue dog. He was a Bushland Terrier, which is a cross between a Cairn Terrier and a Scottish Terrier. He basically looked like Gnasher from Dennis the Menace. And he had the bite of him too. He was a troubled little soul. He was very badly abused before we got him. He'd been in a rescue centre 4 times. And we were the ones to keep him. My dogs are always well behaved, not this one. But I've never had a male... You know, it's amazing the differences between male and female dogs. So Scooby, we managed to train him to sit and shake paw. And he would wait for his food. He would wait for us to say, yeah, you can eat, before he'd dive in, that kind of thing. But he was a very reactive dog because of his past. Shelby was also a rescue dog. She was given up to Wood Green because her humans were moving and they could only take one dog. So instead of deciding, no, we don't want that place, we want to find a place that will accept both both of our animals. 4 homes in 4 years. Oh, bless Jack. Oh, that's unfair. They decided to give up Shelby and keep the purebred Chihuahua. So, yeah. Which was lucky for us. It was lucky for us. And so, but she was pretty well behaved. She was mouthy. I mean, she was female. Of course she was mouthy. but she generally didn't care about anything. She was pretty laid back. And she hadn't had the best. I mean, when she used to bark a lot. I mean, dogs bark. But her previous owners would shake a plastic bottle of pebbles over her head anytime she barked. Like, anytime. He's chasing sky raisins. If he gets one, he barks and is scared. Oh, I love watching animals chase sky raisins. As long as they stay away from the spicy ones, everything's good. Yeah, stay away from the spicy sky raisins. Those things, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. So yeah, Shelby, she didn't like loud noises, which was fair, and loud noises would make her bark more. So we learned to just kind of, like, she'd bark and we'd just look at her and be like, and? What you barking for? What's going on? And then suddenly, because she wasn't getting yelled at, she wasn't getting a loud noise at her, she was just like, oh, okay. So she'd still bark at shadows, idiot. I think she still does. I really hope she's having a great time with her new family. Yeah, sky raisins. Sky raisins are flies. Spicy sky raisins are anything that sting. Hey, Catherine. Jack does the beagle howl, but he is allowed to now without being... Oh, bless it. The beagle howl. The beagle howl is so adorable. Like, I'm not even going to lie. The beagle howl is so cute. I love the husky. I love how vocal huskies are. I could never have a husky. I would not know where to start with looking after a husky. But they are gorgeous animals. Yes, please do. Yes, please video it and put it on Facebook. Thank you. Yes, yes. But I love how talkative huskies are. Huskies are amazing. And I think my favourite dog, my favourite doggo, would have to be the Irish Wolfhound. They are amazing animals. When I was a baby, our friend had an Irish Wolfhound, and she was called Nana. They just called her Nana. And she would sit in front of the fireplace when I started crawling. She would sit in front of the fireplace so that I couldn't get to the fire. And if I tried to crawl over her, she would literally just sit herself up so I couldn't crawl over, because she was so big that I had no chance. And then she'd just curl around me and I'd fall asleep on her. So I like Irish Wolfhounds. Beautiful dogs. Hi, thanks for joining. Really need to try and stretch again. Well, I don't need to, I want to. I think I've got some space, but I'm not sure. The scar tissue on the back is causing me some issues. So, I don't know. This one used to be the awkward one, but now this one's the awkward one. The last time I tried to stretch, I ended up making myself bleed, which is not what you want. So I was like, yeah, no, let's go back down to the 8s. Let's not go to 9s. Let's stick with the 8s for now. Because I have a tight band of scar tissue across the back of this ear, across the back, like this area, but on the back, and it hates me. I'm in Stoke-on-Trent. Stretching should never hurt. If you're stretching and it hurts, you're doing it wrong. However, a caveat to that is I'm stretching through a lot of scar tissue. And scar tissue is thick and tight and needs a lot of TLC to loosen it up. And sometimes there's going to be a bit of pain, but it should never, how do I explain this? It's a, oh, that burns versus, oh shit, I fucked up. Basically, if you get the latter, you should not be stretching. And you're not ready to stretch. That's it. Uncomfortable, not painful. generally you get the after stretch burn, which lasts for like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour. And then it's just like a slight bruising and then it's fine. I mean, I've treated, my ears have been hell. These, I've started stretching. I stretched again after, I had a reaction a couple of years ago. Excuse me, 2 years ago? No, it was 3 years ago. It was before COVID. Or, yeah, it was before COVID. And I managed to reach my goal of 12 millimeters. I've been stretching them for years, getting to get to that point, and I got them to 12 millimeters, and I was so happy. And I changed out the jewelry and put in some Chaos silicone. Now, Chaos silicone is meant to be the shit. It is meant to be the best of the best. I have a reaction to silicone. I found out by changing my tunnels to silicone. And after 24 hours, Vicky had to literally tear out the silicone from my ear. And it was raw, it was red, it was bleeding, it was not nice. And I'm very lucky that they sealed themselves down. They literally sealed themselves down to nothing, and I just had scars. And I was like, okay, I'm done with that. But I miss having stretched ears. So I kind of like consulted a few people and was like, is it possible with like everything my ears have been through? Is it possible for me to do this? And they're like, it's going to take some time, but you should be okay. So, and now I'm at 8 millimeters now, which I'm not sure what that is in gauge. I have no idea. And I've reached a stage now where the scar tissue is causing an issue and making it very uncomfortable. Hey, Georgia, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Hello, Hannah. It is making it very uncomfortable. Hello, Kirsty. And I don't quite know if because I normally dead stretch, which is literally, you stay at one size for long, if you wear heavier jewellery, and it will naturally stretch. And then you just kind of plop in the next size. And generally, it's been working really well. But because... Thank you for your company too, Kate. It was lovely for you to be here. I hope you have a good day. I might need a taper because the hole isn't round. It's an oval. And so I can't put a round object in an oval right now because the scar tissue. So I might need a taper just to hold it open to get the actual jewellery in. So I need to find some 9mm tapers. Because I don't have any. Of all the tapers, I have tapers of every size. But do I have 9s? No. But it is hard to get odd sizes. Like 9, 11, 13. Super hard to get those sizes. 7s. 7s were near impossible for me to find. But luckily we have, between me and Vicky, we've got like a big box of jewellery, of piercing things. And we managed to found things. I promise I can speak English. Just apparently not today. I can hear my piercer call it. My next piercings, ooh, if everything goes to plan. My next piercings are going to be my high nostrils. I'm not 100% sure if I can have them. Obviously, I've got to like check with the piercer. I've got to be like assessed and everything. But I want my high nostrils because I want to have a double chain across my nose. And I want to have some more hidden piercings. I mean, the top ones are fine, but I want some others that I can't really talk about on TikTok. I think... Oh, I want surface piercing. Yeah, I want some more dermals and I want some surface piercings. I want to have... I can't do it in this ear because I've got my snake. But I want to have a vertical surface tragus here. I had one on this side. That's what the snake's doing. It's covering the scar. But I had that one for like 2 years and it was so... Spicy piercings. There we go. Spicy piercings. But I had my surface piercing for like 2 years. I had my surface piercing for like 2 years, and the only reason it started to mess me around was because I caught it on Vicky's hair. I leant my head down against her and her hair her hair wrapped around the post, and I didn't realise and pulled away, and it yanked it, and then from then on that was it. It took about 6 months after that for it to be enough that I needed to have it removed. And when I say have it removed, my mum had to cut the bar because we couldn't get it out. It was a staple bar with a flat bottom. I have a surface next to my tragus and anti-tragus. It doesn't bother it. That's good. That's good. So mine never caused me any trouble. It was just when I caught it that it started to be an issue. But that generally happens with a piercing. You catch it, it's going to be an issue. But I don't know whether to go for 2 dermals or for a surface bar. I kind of want to go for a surface bar. I'd love to try my chest again, because you see these 2 dots here? These 2 really faded dots. I used to have dermals in them, but every time I've tried, they just come straight out. Anti-tragus hurts. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've got... Not that side. That side. I've got this anti-tragus done. I want to change the end on it. I want something smaller. Because it's catching on my tunnels now. I've had my chest dermals done 3 times, 4 times. And the longest I got them to stay was 1.5 years. But that 1.5 years was pure hell. Like, they were not happy for the entire time. They never settled. They were always gooping. They were always unhappy. So I was like, no, I'm taking these out. I took them out myself. I was that frustrated. I just took them out myself. I want to give my third eye another go. I would dearly love to have a surface bar with 2 ends. I would love that, but I don't think I have the skin. However, I am going to consult a piercer and see what they say. Because if I can, I absolutely will. I love the look of the third eye. Constant plasters, dental floss to... You know, I use dental floss to clean these. I was originally going to change the tops for something else, but I've kind of gotten used to these ones and I like them. So, and I thought it was radical having my nose pierced. That's absolutely fair. That's valid. It was radical to you. I want to put a chain from these ones. I want to put a chain from the back to make it look like a septum piercing. I can't actually have a septum piercing because I've got such a deviated septum. It will not work. We have tried. Doesn't work. So I want to put a chain from the back to the back and have like a little chain across. I think that would be kind of cute. Took my dermal. I have got dermal clamps. I must admit, I've got so many sets of clamps and pieces to help me remove jewellery, put jewellery in, change jewellery, hold jewellery. So I have dermal clamps and I literally just used them and wiggled it straight out because they were that easy to get out because they hadn't seated. They hadn't like held in or anything like that. Unlike this one, the first time I had this one done, it healed itself really well, but it healed at an angle. It was tilted forward, which was causing an issue on the bottom. So I had it removed, and they had to like get a needle blade and cut the skin, cut the flesh underneath, because it just wouldn't do anything. It was stuck. The second time it didn't seat and popped straight out without any issue. It was giving me jip left, right and centre. Didn't think of that. I have the clamps. Trying to change a daith with fingers is a trial. Oh god, yeah. Clamps. Absolutely use clamps. I use clamps for my daith. Which side is my daith? This side. I want to change this one to a seamless ring. And yeah, clamps is the way to go. I got all mine from a piercing mania, I think. My ex-husband forbid me to have my nose pierced, so off I skipped the next day. Well done. That's how you do it. It's your body and your choice. Fuck anyone else. My mother-in-law, her ex-husband didn't like tattoos, so she went and got tattooed. Didn't like dyed hair, so she dyed her hair. You know there's something wrong in the relationship when you're purposefully doing things to piss off your partner. If I had my tongue done, he would leave. He didn't go. Of course he didn't. I want mine. That's another one I want redoing. Oh, I miss my tongue piercing so much. I had one centre, and I've had it for 16 years. So it had tilted itself and was hitting my teeth. It had moved itself forward by a good 0.5 centimetre. So I'm like, no. It was already quite far forward anyway because I'm slightly tongue-tied. So I want to get 2. I want one each side. I would personally stick away from a smiley, because it doesn't matter how long it takes. It can take a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years. It will wear away at your teeth and your gums. It's a really dangerous piercing to have. One of the reasons I now have this one instead of a straight through labret is because of the damage to my teeth. So I personally would stick far away from it, but if you know the risks and you're willing to take those risks, go forth. I don't actually know any piercers around here that do them. Oh, so it rubs on your gums instead. Yeah, no, that's understandable. But I want my tongue redoing. I've got to work myself up to that because I remember what it was like afterwards. Not the pain of having it done, that was fine. But afterwards. Yeah. It depends on the placement of the web versus your tongue piercing, and it depends on the piercer. Yeah, that one does depend on anatomy and placement. I've tried to have a web before, but every time they went to put the needle through, I gagged, so I couldn't have that done. Hello, Ronnie. I love that name, Ronnie Thunderpeen. I love it. That's a good name. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop with piercings. I want them all. Absolutely. Worried about the aliens reading your brainwaves, love. Absolutely. My brainwaves, they are important. I have important thoughts in my head. Therefore, the aliens must not get them. No, I have hair dye under this. And I should be taking it off soon. It should be okay soon. It's nice and warm, so. Oh, it squelched. Yeah. I also want my cheek piercings. I want to have my dahlias and my cheeks, because I really like the idea of that. But cheeks are going to be like the last one I get, because they take a minimum of 3 years to start healing. So, yeah, that one's a long process. Finger dermals are not a good idea. They will catch, they will rip out, they will go, they will leave scars. 100% of the time, they will come out. It's not quite purple. It's kind of a red colour. It's kind of a reddy purple. Colour theory fascinates me. I wanted to have a dermal like here, but I was told in no uncertain terms that it would come out. It would be a waste of money. Full of scars anyway. Parrot bites, cat scratches. I mean, mood. I've got scars all over the place from the cats, because when they were kittens, they like to jump and climb up us. I'm so glad they grew out of that. Although I'm kind of sad that the boys didn't do that. You loved the blue. Oh, well, thank you. It was far too patchy for me. I didn't like the patchiness. And then I woke and I was like, give it 24 hours, see how you feel. But when I looked in the mirror today, I just looked at it and went, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I can fix this. So I mixed some more colours together and just went with it. Parrot tried to... That's one way of removing a dermal. And how did you remove this dermal? Well, my parrot did it. He's an aspiring body piercer and was trying his hand at removal, or trying his beak at removal. Hello, Sorel. Hello, Leanne. Leanne. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've never had to go to hospital with piercings. I've had a couple of infections and I've had to be treated for them, but none of that was my fault. That was down to the studio, and has been proven as such. So yeah, that was not a fun time. That was not a fun time. Hello, Michelle. I'm not going to be on for too much longer because I need to go wash this out soon. I just realised how bad my rosacea is today. It's showing up, like, compared to my neck. The colour difference is quite obvious. I had a conch go bad, nearly lost the whole of the piercings in that ear. Ooh. It's not often that happens to a conch, to be fair. That's some going. I mean, I had mine punched. I just got hair dye on me. Let me just... I have this one punched. There we go. There's the angle. You can see right through my ear hole. That one is 6mm. Punched at 5, stretched to 6 immediately. And I was really surprised at how little it hurt. I was stretching my conch, but no, I got to a point that went, no, that's not fun. That is not fun. So yeah, I stopped that. Okay, fair enough. Well, at least you know what you did and not to repeat that. A lot of getting piercings is a learning curve. A lot of it is a learning curve. I think I need shorter bars, because I can chew on these now. Yeah, I need short bars. I have loads of piercings. I got cocky. Thought I have loads of piercings, I'll be fine. You know what? Yep, I've done that too. I've absolutely done that too. I've got so many piercings, it won't be a problem. Have you seen the rhino piercing? Not gonna lie, kind of intrigued. Would have to change up the jewellery, but it looks kind of cute. It goes through the tip of your nose, through this bit here, and it goes in the bottom and comes out the top, I would probably have flat discs. But that one kind of intrigues me. Your best friend has a rhino piercing. Awesome. Genuinely, that's awesome. I need to know what their experience with it is, I think. I will drop you a message, and I would love to know their experience of it, because it intrigues me. It definitely intrigues me. And, you know, what's a bit more metal on my face? Right, I am going to unhook my phone, and I'm going to go wash my hair out, and then I'm going to do a video with a hair reveal. I'm not going to do makeup today. I can't be bothered to do makeup today. I did that yesterday. Screw that. So I shall go do this, and then I'll do a video, and I'll see you soon. Thank you all for joining me. You have been amazing. It has been lovely to sit here and talk and shoot the shit with you all. And I will speak to you all soon. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great Sunday.